God, this is crazy.
Welcome to another installment of our chaotic life called Allen Films. So, we introduced the 540i a couple episodes ago, and one of the things I mentioned on the rebuild is we were looking for a different shell. So here we are. So I got the bright idea to acquire a sixth car and get this 540 that's 4 hours away. It's currently thunderstorming, not right this second, it actually chilled out for a little bit, but like 2 minutes ago it was coming down hard. Jaden almost died in the back seat.
Yeah, we out here too.
That's crazy.
Don't worry.
Crazy.
This is the first video of all three of us in it.
No,
and we're still missing a member. So
that's a fact.
We need to get her on this.
Jordan got run over by a GMC cycle.
Something like that.
We
also got Cody with us today. He was gonna drive a shitty Toyota Corolla all the way out here.
Had my back hurting, feeling like I'm sitting on a park bench, ruining my life.
Then we upgraded to the Equinox, so we're chilling. But yeah,
hey, I told my mom we're going to a park. I didn't think about the weather. Because she would not have let us take this car if I'm getting a sixth car and keep the house for the next few days. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna go hit a park up in Lincoln. You know what I'm saying? But no, so anyways, this car is in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It's like 4 hours, 18 minutes from my house. The reason I bought it is because it's already a 6-speed, so I don't have to buy another shell and manual swap it. This car is already a 6-speed. It's anthracite gray. I don't like it over black, but it's clean. And the huge selling point is there's no rust underneath, which is so hard to find with an E39 chassis, like almost impossible. So with no rust, 6-speed, under $5,000, I'm definitely gonna buy that. So the plan as of now is we're gonna pick the B&W back up from the frame shop tomorrow, the black one, strip all the parts out of it, the black interior, because this new one's got a gray one, and I don't like gray. Take the coilovers, take the lower control arms, because everything suspension-wise in that car is literally brand new. We're gonna take the brand new radiator out of it, the brand new metal impeller water pump, the NOx sensors. I could go on for hours on all the parts we'll take from it, but that'll serve as a parts car for this new car. But as of now, let's just hope we can get there without too severe of weather and make it home in one piece. If we don't, it is what it is.
About the cookie, man. Alright guys, so after like a long 4-ish hour drive, we finally got out to Cedar Rapids. Obviously we've been driving the whole time, not really much to show there, but we're currently negotiating out a price. Hopefully we get what we want for it, but there it is. Really clean, brand new rear subframe, a whole bunch of, you know, good looking parts of it. The throwout bearing is going out, unfortunately, but that's something that the old 540 would need anyway. So I think this is going to be a really great donor car. Yas is currently out negotiating the price, so we'll kind of see what he has to say once we buy it. I mean, it's kind of pretty much a done deal at this point. We're just trying to get the last dollar we can, but I think we're coming home with a new 540. So once we get this car, start driving back all the way to Omaha, and then we will see essentially everything that's wrong or right with this car.
Alright, so as you guys can see, I made another purchase I do not need. This thing's freaking sweet though, I love the color. This is called anthracite gray. It's an M62 TU, so it's a dual vanos, which means dual variable valve timing, so it's a little bit different from our black parts car. So the plans with this are going to be tomorrow we're all going to regroup at the house. We're going to pull the coilovers off the black car because those are brand new. We're going to take the racing dynamics and put tires on that and mount it on this car. We're also going to steal the radiator with the electric fan conversion and whatever other parts we need and just put it into this car. But the pluses with this car so far is not making a crap ton of Vanos noise, which is really good. It's making some noise underneath. We can't tell if it's a drive shaft universal bearing. I think the throwout bearing is possibly going out, but we literally have all the parts at the house to make this thing perfect in like a day. So stay tuned, we'll have this thing looking real pretty in probably a couple weeks. Alright, so we're in this small ass town in freaking wherever the hell in Iowa. And we were just driving, we got pulled over by a cop. I don't have insurance on this thing. I don't have registration on the thing because I just bought it. So I thought my ass was going to jail. But the cop just pulled us over and he was like, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping. I'm just gonna check your license to make sure you don't have any warrants. And he sent us on our way. He also just subscribed to our channel, which is super cool. So shout out to that guy, he was cool. If you're watching this, I appreciate you.
So we out here.
Man, we finna die.
Having people blow past us.
Oh man, we finna die, man.
We got what we think is some sort of messed up diff.
Oh man, I never even got my first kiss from Cole. I'm about to croak.
We about to make some first kisses happen here in a second.
Nuts are tight.
What?
Nothing.
Anyway, yeah, we got, this ain't even as bad as it
Romney
was.
won the 2008 election.
Don't listen to
I'm
him.
gonna die now, I'm gonna get that on anyways.
Yeah, don't listen to him.
Akon's the greatest rapper, sorry, artist alive.
Don't listen to him, man. Listen, this isn't even the worst of it. This is fine. This is doable. We were fighting Poseidon and Zeus themselves, man. We were going crazy. And then these semi-truck drivers, God bless them for delivering my goddamn Amazon package. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Had to do it.
But yeah, these semi-truck drivers, they got places to be. They blowing past us going like 70 miles an hour. And we're here going like, what, 60 now?
Yeah.
We're trying to avoid spinning out. So this trek back to Omaha is long and weary, but it's fine. And this V8 sounds incredible, so I'm not complaining. But hopefully we can get this hunk of junk that's not really junk, it's actually a gem, back to Omaha in one piece.
Alright, so next to our 98 540i here, we have the 2000 Anthrazit Gray 540 that we picked up from Iowa a couple weeks ago. So everything was going great. Actually, that's a damn lie. We were driving through the worst thunderstorms for probably, what, 2-3 hours, Cole?
Oh, dude, it was so bad, dude. We were like going 55, just cruising, and these semi-trucks,
My sister come by the rear and start fishtailing. It was terrible. Not to mention, this car has auto-level headlights, and those always break, so they're pointed straight to the floor. The adjusters on that headlight are broken, so that one's on the ground. This one's a replacement, so we could kind of see out of that one, but it's kind of dim. So we had terrible headlights, wipers that weren't working properly, a welded diff in the back. It was just a mess. So after making it through 3 hours of storm, we get probably 20 minutes away from home, and Cody, one of the other kids that was with us, starts pointing his camera out the window of my mom's Equinox because they were riding in there. So I'm like, all right, we're at 20 minutes from home, I'm gonna get a little cocky. So I drop it a third, drop it a second, I hit the gas, and then the rear end just completely kicks to the side, and me and Cole were in the ditch. So I think it's a combination of me being cocky paired with bald, thin-ass tires. This car's got 225s in the back. I don't run anything less than 255s for the rear on these with a 6-speed V8. Thin tires, welded diff, bald, and then, I mean, the roads are pretty slick. So as far as damage goes, I think we got extremely lucky because there's no frame damage front or rear anywhere. This car's a unibody, so I mean the frame isn't really a body on frame. The frame is kind of just a whole car in one underneath. The worst damage is here at the back. We're just gonna go ahead and skip over this one because I don't know how that got there. We're not gonna talk about that. But this, I think, is when we hit the fence. This top part is also from the fence. I got a little pissed off and I punched this dent in the corner, but it's fine, we'll fix it. And then on the other side, honestly,
it wasn't a little pissed off. Man, it's heated.
Shut up. Here, let me take the camera. And then as far as we go on this side, we've got, let me get the light. We've got one dent down there, and we've got one coming across the top over here. So I'm pretty sure on the left side, the quarter panel should PDR. That's not too bad. So the right side will need some paint work, and then I don't feel too bad about it because this trunk has a crap ton of rust on it, so I was gonna have to take this out, replace it, and just get this trunk replaced anyways. And you know how painting goes, this thing's 20 years old. If you were to just replace the trunk and paint it, you would definitely see a color difference, so it would have had to be blended anyways. So now we'll just blend the quarters and the trunk at once and get a new bumper whenever. Alright, so a couple of differences between this car and the black one. This one's a 2000, so it's got the M62 TU, which stands for Technical Update. That means it's a double Vanos, dual variable valve timing. I hate the M62 TU because it's got a water-cooled alternator, which is very expensive when it fails. And by water-cooled, I mean the freaking alternator is cooled by coolant. That's freaking stupid. Meanwhile, that car's got an air-cooled one. So with this being a M62 TU, the most notorious thing that goes out with these are the timing chain guides. It's kind of a no-warning thing. It's kind of like the 4.2-liter V8 from the Audi B6 S4 or the B7. With these M62 TUs, you can just be starting it up one day, your timing guides are gone. You're just going to hear a bunch of rattling. Best way to check is drop the oil pan and check for chunks of plastic, which is definitely something we're going to do with this, probably before or after we get it back from the body shop. But if it does fail, so be it. That'll make an interesting video on replacing guides. I personally have done it on a non-Vanos car, but I've never done it on the Vanos, so it should be interesting. So of course, this car is a 6-speed manual. I wouldn't buy one of these if it was auto. These cars shouldn't be automatic. I'm sorry, auto drivers. That's just how it is. Like I said, it's got an LSD, so the tail is very fishtaily. Even in dry weather, it's pretty bad. We're probably going to try to get a wave track LSD. They're pretty costly, but I'd hate to take out something that's spinning both wheels and then put an open diff, because open diffs with these cars suck, just like the black one has. It's awful. It's very unpredictable. So a couple of future plans are we need to reassemble this interior. For whatever reason, these guys are going to turn this into a drift car, so both curtain airbags are missing, the headliner is missing, the B pillar covers, upper and lower, are missing, the carpet's missing on the corner here, and there's a couple stuff that's messed around with wiring wise on this car. So original plan for this, where we were going to buy this because, you know, it was accident free with no damage, and we were going to part out this black car next to us and just swap all the parts we could, aside from stuff like seats, since the wiring is different between a January 98 car and this 2000. So we're going to take the seats, the headliner, the 6-speed gearbox, and whatever we could have used to sell otherwise, and just swap it over here. But now the plans have changed because that car got repaired very well, so we're going to end up keeping that, and we're going to end up keeping this, and we'll just have 2 of these rolling around in the summer to make some really great content. Me and Cole can cruise around in twin 540. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Whatever he says, man. Whatever he says.